It's how legends are made. This is how.
Salute. Hopefully, welcome in everybody. Get yourselves some refreshments. Get yourselves comfortable. We're gonna have a interesting convo with this live right here. A lot of times, like with some of my other channels, I do content. I do short enough content. I cover some of the things that's going on in the news, some of the things that's going on, around the world. I decided to again, in the process of showing you how to grow your channels and so on and so forth, to give y'all some content. So let's go have some let's have some fun. Before I get any show started, I always like to pay homage to those individuals who lost their lives. Um, we lost a lot of good people, and it's impossible for me to name them all. So I just take a brief moment of silence to commemorate them, to make sure that their legacy lives on, and then we'll get on with the show. Salute. Let me see who in here. Bambi, salute. Elevator, salute, King. Alana, salute, fam. Who else? Quiet Storm, salute. All right, so for y'all, for those of y'all who are not familiar with this particular case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play one of the news clips, and then I'm gonna go into the comment section of the news clip to kind of walk y'all through what's going on, get y'all opinion, give y'all my opinion, so on and so forth. Oh, let me put up this disclaimer real quick. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. I don't plan on infringing on any content. I'm actually going to the news, seeing what they reported, sharing it with y'all, and then we're gonna make some comments on it. Giving some people some time to get in and get themselves situated. For those who don't know, on this page, I have a playlist. That playlist is my first book that I ever wrote, or called "Surviving the City Inside the City," Volume 1. That book is on Amazon. The numbers is pretty well, but I did the most of the audio for the book in that playlist. Y'all could go check it out, so on and so forth, and we can start commenting on it. I'm actually working behind the scenes with getting some other things done with that particular book while I'm working on volume 2. Let me see. Got 5 people in the chat. Let me do this. All right. While y'all sit and wait real quick, let me just gather some entertainment for y'all real quick.
All and pull up, beg your play back again. All and pull up and play back again. All and pull up, beg your play back again. All and pull up and play back again. All and pull up, beg your play back again. All and pull up and play back again. All and pull up, beg your play back again.
All right, cool. All right, so now I know that I got that situated. All right, so with this particular case, first of all, I'd like to send condolences to the young individual who lost his life doing allegedly a prank. With the way that social media is now, right? I beg y'all, and talk to your kids and everybody. If you're a content creator, please don't crash out to go viral. Like, there's no situation out here worth your life. They don't. But social media doesn't pay enough for you to put your life at risk. A lot of these pranks, a lot of these circumstances, there are individuals out here who suffer from PTSD. It might not be because they was in the army or the armed forces. It might just be through life. Like if you grew up in a hard or poverty stricken area, such as myself, I still catch PTSD flashbacks. There are instances where someone can drag that side out of me if they don't act accordingly. And again, pranking or joking in those manners, uh, not everybody is in play mode. We're not out here joking and playing and especially not in the nighttime, and especially not with someone else's property. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip for y'all real quick. We're gonna get into some. Oh shoot! Come on, stupid mouse. All right, let me get into some news commenting. Yeah, y'all can see this. Let me make sure that y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? All right, hopefully. Let me go back and go play it.
Tonight, an arrest for murder in Virginia after teens tell authorities an age-old childhood prank, the ding-dong ditch, turned deadly. A high school senior shot to death while doing the stunt, his friends say, for a TikTok video. Now the homeowner, Tyler Chase Butler, arrested and accused of second-degree murder. The Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office saying in a press release it was 3 a.m. Saturday morning when they got a call for a burglary in progress where shots were fired.
I'm going to pause it right there for a second. I'm going to pause it right there for a second. I'm going to get back to it. Phoenix, salute, fam. Appreciate you for pulling up. Let me make sure we all get on the same page. This homeowner calls the police to say his house has been broken into, right? He, allegedly from fear whatsoever went like any of if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, anybody in the chat, 3 o'clock in the morning, unexpected guests come banging at your door, kicking your door, whatever the case may be. What state of mind would you be in? But my question is that this for everyone in the chat. Because if you're a homeowner or if you got an apartment or whatsoever, single parent, whether you are a couple, if you have kids, whatever the case may be, 3 o'clock in the morning in any culture is out of bounds. That is asking for another side to come out. That at that point, 3 o'clock in the morning, that is not playing. No one is playing 3 a.m. in the morning. But again, let me go back to the video and let them explain.
Deputies found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the scene. 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr. was transported to a local hospital where he died just hours before his high school prom. His stepfather telling me he was a student athlete who played lacrosse, football, and wrestled, now gone.
I'm going to pause it right there. So you're talking about 3 individuals, right? Healthy individuals that's into sports arrive at your door 3 a.m. in the morning, whatever the crank is, whatever the circumstance may be, right? What laws protect the homeowner at that present point in time? When you're in your house, when people come to your front door or your back door, whatever the case may be, are there laws in your state that protect you? You need to go look that up. You need to find out in your state, do they got to stand your ground law? What is what is lawful, what is a lawful way of defending yourself? Hold on, let me go back to this. And we play the rest of this video out, and then we just gonna.
Another teen grazed with a bullet, telling investigators, according to court records, they weren't trying to break into the home to steal anything. They were just ringing doorbells and running away. And a third teen, not shot,
Time out. Let's take another time out real quick. I want y'all to envision this. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Chances are that the homeowner was probably asleep, right? Now, according to the teens, they said they were doing a prank. So they was just ringing the bell and running away, right? I would like to know how that man had enough time in the dark in his house to go find his weapon, to come downstairs, to shoot, per se, and catch these children who ran away. To me personally, it seems as if somewhere along the line, some of the story is not making sense. If they were just ringing bells and running, these are athletes. According to the news, this was a young athlete about to go to his prom. First of all, you're about to go to your prom, 3 a.m. in the morning. That's the last thing you should be out, messing with somebody else's property or doing some form of a prank. When your prom is the next, in a few hours. But again, let me let the video play out again, and then we're gonna really get into it.
telling authorities the same story and showing police a similar video from earlier that night. The question is whether a resident can claim self-defense in such a case.
In Virginia, if you are going to use lethal force, you have to be in fear from the perspective of a reasonable person of bodily harm, great bodily harm, or death.
Let me pause her real quick. In Virginia, you have to be in fear. 3 o'clock in the morning, ma'am, you are fearful if you are not expecting guests. Unexpected visits, 3 a.m. in the morning, multiple individuals. That is a fearful situation. Am I wrong? Am I bugging? Is anybody in the chat? Does that sound like I'm tripping? Hey, Fatima, salute, fam. I mean, does that sound accurate though? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. This man was not supposed to be in fear when 3 individuals came, quote unquote, playing at his door. All right, let me go back. Now she said it. That's the law in Virginia. Okay.
The sheriff's office saying the butler is held on no bond at a local jail. We haven't been able to reach him or an attorney.
Pause. Not only did they lock him up, Fishing with Domingo, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. But not only did they lock him up, they then gave him no bond. Like, they act as if that man left his house and went to those children's houses and committed this heinous act. That man was in his home, quote unquote, in fear and defended his property. See, the reason why is this story is compelling to me, because I'm gonna be brutally honest. 3 o'clock in the morning, if you play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes on this end. I don't have the time to figure out you're playing a TikTok prank at 3 o'clock in the morning. His parents should have knew, but they should have coached him better. This is an athlete. Boy, you got your whole life ahead of you. What do you mean you going out with your buddies to go prank people 3 o'clock in the morning? Those is conversation. Me and my wife, we just had this discussion, right? We walked into the store and my grandson had his hands in his pocket, right? And she was like, hey, take your hands out your pocket. And he was like, wow. She was like, don't worry, we'll explain to you, after we get out the store. It's sad that, 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds. We gotta have them conversations with them because of the times that we living in. You have to prepare your children and your grandkids. You have to prepare them mentally for what's in store. We're not in an era right now where you can go sit down and just play up in people's face. I don't know. I don't think that there's no culture that allows or that would tolerate this buffoonery at 3 o'clock in the morning. The time frame makes it totally out of bounds. 3 o'clock in the morning, why he wasn't with, in the house, in his own home, playing video games or whatever the case may be. No. The sad part about all this is they locked this man up. So my question to everybody in the chat: if this was in reverse, if and I hate to play like a race card, but if it was reversed, if it was some young black teens 3 o'clock in the morning playing TikTok pranks, would they had not given the male a bond? That means listen, we want you to fight your case from inside this prison system. We feel you're a flight risk. When you don't get a bond, that they feel you're a flight risk. How is that man a flight risk when he was in his own home? A homeowner. Any one of y'all that, if you're a homeowner in the chat, put a one in the chat. If you're a homeowner or in the process of being a homeowner, put a one in the chat for me. Because again, this could have been any one of us. Any one of us could have been 3 o'clock in the morning, tired, just got to work, whatever the case may be, and they come playing at your door in the time that we. Let me. I really don't like to discuss politics, but with the regime that we have in place now, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not asking a whole bunch of questions when you come to my property. I'm not. So again, my condolences to the young man who lost his life. It is a sad case, but for this man that was defending his household, I can't say that I fault him. Me personally. Now, again, what we're gonna do? Let me finish playing the rest of this video, and I'm gonna go into the comment section of what the people said from the video, and then I'll just read off some of the comments. Hey, Crystal, salute, man. Hold on. Let's go to this really quickly.
The investigation is still ongoing and may uncover if it really was a ding-dong ditch that led to shots ringing through this neighborhood and a young life lost. Drew Wilder, NBC Washington.
Thanks for watching. Stay.
Okay, thanks for watching. Cool. Cool. Salute, man. Appreciate you pulling up. All right. Let me get my thoughts together really quickly, and I'll mess around and took the video down. Oops, my bad. I'm gonna run back to this video real quick, but I'm gonna go into the comment section because anytime something is posted, the comment section, that's where it be at. So one comment says, "Banging on someone's door 3 a.m. You would think intruder as well." I know I would. Another person said, "Homeowners are not trying to figure out intentions of idiots before protecting themselves and family." Personally, I kind of agree. Play stupid game, win stupid prizes. America 2025 ain't the time or place to be knocking on someone's door at 3 a.m. See, that's another thing. The news reported said that, hey, they was ringing the doorbell. Other channels and things of that said that they kicked that man's door in. And that's when he went, grabbed his firearm, and the end results was one individual passing away and another individual being hit, and another one ran away. Again, however they report it is gonna sway people's opinion on what transpired. So let me stop sharing this real quick. Do the Copyright Act again. I want to make sure that we are on the same page, right? If you have kids, if you have a younger sibling, if you have anybody that you ever took care of, if they were in your custody or at your house spending the night that particular day, 3 o'clock in the morning, some in a group of individuals, or not one, a group of individuals come playing at your door 3 o'clock in the morning. My question is, what is your response? What would your response be? Would you take matters into your own hands, like uh the homeowner? Would you call the police? And like what again, and the things that they're left out. So the homeowner, he's ex-military. He's a veteran. 3 o'clock in the morning for that individual, someone who served our country, uh, he could be having all kind of mental thoughts. 3 o'clock in the morning, when you see dark figures and they banging or knocking on your door, kicking you, whatever the case may be. At what point in time did he do anything that warranted them not giving him a bond? Like, okay, yeah, he unalive one of the individuals, whatever the case may be, grazed the other one. They was just kids, whatever. But what laws protect him as a homeowner to defend himself? So, and I'm just trying to make sure, according to the actions that were took that went down, if you defend yourself as a homeowner, right? Chances are you could be locked up and charged and not given a bond so that you can fight your case from the streets. See, let me explain something to everybody in the chat. If you've never did any jail time or anything like that, there's certain things. Due process is one of the things that should take place. It is because he's a homeowner. Had they given him a bond, he could have put his house up and made bond and been home fighting his case. Much like they gave a lot of other people who did way worse crimes bails. They gave them bond. They gave them the opportunity to fight their cases from the street. uh Alana says the same law. Unfortunately, their perception determines how they want to apply the law, and that is absolutely correct. So, again, and I always hear people have discussions and have long debates about Democrats, Republicans. Listen, at the end of the day, the law should be the law. It don't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. if it's the law, then that's what we should abide by. I mean, per se. Uh, I think personally, when you call something the United States of America, that means the entire United States should be under the same laws. The problem is they have different states, and different states have different laws. So how are we united? How if I go to Georgia is one, or if I go to Georgia is one thing. If I go to Florida, it's another thing. If I go to New York, it's make it make sense. How are we united? Just something for y'all to think about. Um, Another thing I'm gonna start doing during these shows, like when I'm talking on serious topics and so on and so forth, is I'm gonna drop a fun fact. If you are in the chat and you suffer with allergies, put a one in the chat. I'm gonna just drop a fun fact on allergies and pollen and so on and so forth, and then y'all could go do some research, and maybe one day we can have a topic about that particular thing. But fun fact for all of my people who either deal with uh allergies or have children that suffer from allergies, so on and so forth. Um, Studies show that pollen is produced majority from male trees. Male trees, like sperm, produce pollen. It goes to the female, nurtured, and so on and so forth. The problem is what they're doing is only planting male trees. Here's what when I say they, the owners of Zyrtec, allegedly, yeah, and y'all can look it up. The owners of Zyrtec, the allergy medicine that they are making millions and millions of dollars because a lot of individuals is suffering from the high pollen that's produced from these male trees. So what do? They're funding male trees in particular states. Go look it up. This is a fun fact, so that y'all know. Hey, Lisa Bell, salute, fam. So that y'all know. I'm not just telling you anything. Y'all could Google it. Um, if there's majority of male trees out and you got high pollen, the only way to truly combat pollen is to go get you some organic honey. Please start taking you know teaspoon or 2 teaspoons a day, whatever the case may be. Make sure it's organic honey though. Uh this way it'll build your immune system to naturally handle the pollen that's in the air. You ain't gotta rely on Zyrtec and all of them other drugs to subdue your allergic your allergies. All right, so that's a fun fact. So what's your thoughts, man? I need somebody in the what is your thought on people pranking people? Eh, Uh, do you feel if you yourself was a victim of a prank and you responded in a very volatile way that you should, you know, be locked up and persecuted because somebody else came playing in your personal space? Matter, I'll ask you this: if it was your child that was out there playing these pranks, what would your conversation be with your child? Like if you're see, I'm trying to do it from both ends of the spectrum. One as the homeowner, two as the children, parents, and what their thoughts is when you hear, your child was unalived and all they did was rang somebody's bell and ran away. Because that's how the reports came back to them. Hey, your child was out there, rang somebody, him and his buddies, they rang somebody doorbell and they ran away, but the homeowner shot them. The, hopefully, the parents of that young male would ideally look at it from the homeowner's perspective. When someone comes to your house playing 3 o'clock in the morning, you should have the right to defend your property against any disturbances. We'll call it that. Any disturbances, because I know Lisa, I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely a tough one. It's tough because you don't want to you don't want your child to be the one to be a victim of untimely demise. I'll say it that way. Um, but at the same time, it's almost like, as parents, how are we preparing our children for the social media time, the social media era where everything is balls and laughs and jokes and having going viral is the new thing. Hey, let's go viral, so on and so forth. Um, I see such and such and such doing pranks, and their channel is blowing up, so I'm gonna try to do this prank too. Again, uh, I don't know about nobody else in the channel. I'm not trying to preach to you how you should raise your kids or anything like that. Personally, though, me myself, there are certain conversations that I have with my grandkids and even with my kids concerning the era and timing that we live in now. Uh, I have, young adults, you know, 18, so on and so forth. And some of the time they can put themselves in a compromising position. Uh Again, you gotta have them talks. You gotta have them, especially, let's just say your child is a young athlete, right? Say your child, boom, about to graduate from high school. They got offers. They're going to college. They're doing so and so. So they plan on playing sports, right? There's conversations you need to have with that him or her. Like, yo, you're gonna have people that try to use you for your status and so on and so forth, and if things don't go their particular way, they could lie on you and you get a charge. So don't put yourself in certain spaces. I'm not telling them not to be a child. I'm just telling them that when the more that you put yourself in children behaviors, you put yourself at a high risk of uh unexpected circumstances occurring to you. We are in a it is really sad to say that we're in a time where, if y'all just have been watching the news or listening and so on and so forth, they're even trying to pass a law that states teachers could beat kids again. So you mean to tell me you want to give teachers the opportunity to discipline our children, but if we discipline them, it's an issue. You gotta make it make sense, man. What there's nobody in the chat right now. See, when I was growing up, you went to school. Yeah, teachers could, put their hands and feet on it, and then, if you went to, your mother or your father or whatsoever, you mess around and get another butt whipping, depending on what you did, depending on how disrespectful the circumstances was. Uh, in the time we're in now, though, um, and I'm just speaking of broadly, we are not our ancestors. A lot of things that they tolerated, salute them. We, this generation and the generation under, we're not going to tolerate that for as long as they tolerated it for. So, hitting our children and, eh, again, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but me personally, don't put your hands on mine's, unless y'all explain to me what did my child do to for you to warrant hitting them. That is a fact. Hey, love child, salute, fam. These kids nowadays will probably hit the teacher back. That is a my kids and grandkids are taught not to be a bully, but you're not nobody's punching bag either. If someone hits you, you hit their ass back. The teachers, the principals, the vice principal, oh, Mr. Hart, you can't talk to the kids that way. You can't encourage violence, and tell them kids keep their hands to themselves, and my child won't defend themselves. But if you expect me to have my child sit down there and not defend themselves, absolutely not. I'm sorry. I'm not the parent that's gonna go to the school and side with the teacher. See, one thing about us, we know our kids. You know each and every one of your children personally. So if the teacher said, well, hey, you know, such and such cracked a slick remark, or if they said such and such cursed me out, you know your child don't curse. You're like, mm-mm. Or what did you do to trigger that response from my child? See, I need to know. Can we watch the videotape? Can we see the video of what transpired? Nah, no, yeah, I bet not. But again, hold on. We've been up here 38 minutes. Okay, let me give y'all that sat down for a little while. Let me make sure I give this to y'all in retrospect. I want y'all to make sure that y'all fully understand that when you are in the social media world, right? And you are trying to get monetized, so on and so forth. The people that helped or was there to help you get monetized, how can I say this with the utmost respect? Do not hold any grudges or be upset with them if they don't instantly become channel members when you get fully monetized. A lot of people in the way these social media platforms are set up, you got to align your credit cards or your bank account to these sites, and it's a lot of people like, I ain't sending my, uh. Some people don't even got direct deposit on their jobs, let alone to have direct payment coming out for some YouTube channel. I'm explaining this to y'all because I remember when I first got monetized, I used to feel some type of way, like, yo, hold on. Yo, why you not a member? You here all the time, da 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 da. You know, why Sada, it's only 99 cents, or it's only $2. What, especially when you the type like me, I drop cash apps, super chats daily. If you're a channel and I rock with you and I come over there with you, you know, for your time, I drop a super chat, so on and so forth. That money is a tax write-off. And I'm letting y'all know this so that rockin' Keto Amy, salute, fam. Appreciate you for pulling up. If by any chance you anything that you're doing with your business, right? In society, in the world, as a business owner, you are allowed 5 years of total loss. So right now, while you're growing your business, this is all loss. The gas and electric that you're paying, the cable bill that you're paying to keep your internet on, all of that is money that you're using to get your channel going. That's all a tax write-off. If no one ever sat down and talked to you about the taxes and how to, especially if you don't have no kids and you're not getting earned income credit, you better start itemizing so that you can get some of these official tax breaks. If you don't know how to, I am willing to every now and again do a financial uh free course where I explain how to itemize, how to get the most bang back for your buck when it comes to credit, how to increase your credit score, how to grow your credit score, how to do these. Oh, what's some really good investments to kind of check out per se without uh having to worry about extreme loss. Um, I am willing to do that. Let me see. We've been up here 42 minutes now. I was gonna rock out a 4 hour for y'all, but what I am gonna do, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open up the chat to anybody that has any questions as far as YouTube growth. Uh, if you want anything about watch time hours, anything about keywords and SEOs and descriptions and so on and so forth. Like I said, we got 9 minutes, right? Let me do this. I am gonna show y'all verbatim. I'm going to show y'all verbatim exactly what I was doing to help get this channel that we on right now, that started April 16th, over 1,000 subs and moving. And the watch time hours is going through the roof right now. Here's what is doing it for me. Please get yourself vidIQ and get yourself Chat GPT and get Canva. Those 3 apps. You want to get them because, especially with Chat GPT, it's going to help you with your scripts. It's going to help you with your your titling. All right. So I'm gonna put you up on the screen real quick. Amy. So yes, I started this channel April 16th, right? That means I had no subs, no watch time. I didn't even have a video. I had nothing. Here's exactly what I did. I went into Chat GPT. I told him, listen, we got a movement. We got the Are You Locked In movement. And I really would like to help the team grow. but it doesn't seem believable because I'm already monetized. How can I show them how to do it? I'm going to, I'm going to let y'all hear. Bigger, I need your help.
Always ready to help out. What's next on the agenda?
Okay, so at the moment, right, I need help with my next video. What's the next video that would rank high on YouTube that I should put out? What content should I put out?
Let's focus on something that's trending and aligns with your brand. A high ranking idea could be a top 10 tips for rapid YouTube growth in 2025 video. You could break down the latest strategies like leveraging YouTube Shorts, optimizing for the algorithm, and engaging with your community. This type of content not only taps into current creator concerns, but also positions you as an authority in the niche. Plus, it ties in perfectly with your rule locked-in movement and
Bigger, I have a lot of individuals in the chat that speak Spanish. Can you say that in Spanish for me?
claro, aquí tienes. Podrías enfocarte en algo que esté en tendencia y se alinee con tu marca. Una idea de video que podría tener un buen rendimiento sería los 10 mejores consejos para un crecimiento rápido en YouTube en 2025. Podrías explicar las últimas estrategias como aprovechar los
All right,
YouTube Shorts,
hold on, Bigger.
optimizar.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I want you to see what I see, Bigger. I'm about to show you the chat. Can you salute everybody that you see in the chat for me?
Sure thing. I see a few names in the chat already. Just point the camera so I can get a clearer view and I'll shout everyone out for you.
Okay, do you have a clear view now?
Yes, I can see some names in the chat. Big shout out to Monique Poe, Lisa Bell, Love Child the Prod, and everyone else tuning in. Much love to all of you for being here.
All right. Let me put this down for a second. So I'm going to show y'all, right? Like, I have a personal assistant. Bigger is my personal assistant. All the content that I'm putting out, or all the things that the thumbnails I'm putting out, RP salute, fam. All the thumbnails that y'all see me putting out, most of the content that y'all see me doing. How am I helping y'all? I'm getting assistance from my. Listen, when you get Chat GPT, you can name your assistant what you want to name your assistant. You can have fun with it. Let me see. Let me see. What is I mean, and when I say help, it's gonna give you a keyword. Anybody go and look after the video, right? After this live, go and look at the description of this live. If y'all think I came up with it, absolutely not. I asked Bigger for a high-ranking, powered description that would get me a whole lot of views. The other thing that see YouTube, I'm gonna give y'all another tip real quick. We got 49 minutes. All right. So YouTube, right? When you go on your YouTube channel, if you notice, like, I'm gonna look for my phone so that I'm not staring y'all wrong. The minute you go on your YouTube channel, right? You should see. Oh shoot. It should say home shorts. It should have a plus button, subscriptions, and then your avatar at the bottom. Right. When you click on your avatar, let's say See, I want to click on this, but I don't want one of them to actually play. Hold on. All right. Under your videos, right? It should say, hold on. Let me go to my videos. All right. Under your videos, it should have a like button or dislike button. It should have share. And, and then they have this thing called promote. Let me make sure that y'all understand this. Social media is a business. You can be the best content creator, the best editor, the best whatever. And if you're not let me see a good analogy. It's almost like at the casino, right? The ones who feed the machines, normally chances are they hit a decent jackpot. The ones who sit down there for views, feed the machines, feed the machines, feed the machines, they normally hit a decent jackpot. When they win big, right? Your YouTube channel is like going to the slot machines. The more you feed into your channel, the more you content you put in, the more people you engage with. That's feeding your channel. So, like when I go to Ladies Vital RP, and when I go on their channel, right, I salute everybody. Hey, how you doing? So on and so forth. After the video, I comment. I look to see who commented on their videos, and I introduce myself. Everybody in this chat, y'all can honestly say I met you the same way. Hey, connected from. Hey, how you doing? Connected from. Hey, connected from. And then what I do is I start running your playlist, watching your content, learning more about you, so on and so forth. Now, when you come over, we can have some conversations. We can have some fun. The more that you, I don't know how imperative I can say, the more that you engage, the faster your channel is going to grow. See, last week, I took a, chill pill for a little bit. I, focused on, Mother's Day, so on and so forth. I did, I wound up, my mother did pass away. So, around that time, mentally, my mind was all over the place. I really didn't do that much content. I really didn't engage that much. It showed with the numbers this week. But Sunday, when Sunday started this week, I got after it. Back at it. I'm back in chats. I'm back. Y'all seeing me around more and more and more and more. Oh no, it's cool. I definitely appreciate you. She been gone for some time now, but again, whenever like her birthday come around or Mother's Day, things of that nature, it's always, especially if certain songs come on, it's like, oh man. But I know she's here looking down on us, and we putting our best foot forward to make sure that we keep the legacy going. 54 seconds left. 6 minutes of pure. Let's have 6 minutes of pure fun. Let's have some fun. Y'all been here, you've been whatever you're doing. If you're drinking, if you got some snacks, let's have some fun. All right. We are going to do a quick question for everybody in the chat. If you feel like answering it. What about this? What for you personally is the hardest thing with social media? as far as being a content creator? If you're a content creator, for you personally, what is the hardest thing for you? Is it the watch time? Is it the subs? Are you just scared behind the camera? You it's hard for you to find content. What for you? Okay, posting, making videos. Okay, that's why we're gonna get to that one, Lisa. Posting and making videos. Uh, for the individuals picking up my phone, hey, it starts there. Um, for the individuals who have that same issue with picking up your phone, you get that fear. It just kind of paralyzes you. Uh, understand this. There are minimum at least 800,000 people that are just like you, that have that same fear, that anxiety, uh, uh, that get that cringe, especially when it's talking to people. They freeze up. Public speaking is one of the most scariest things ever. It is, and even though you just really talking to a computer screen right now, you still like, oh man, there's people watching me, so you feel subconscious. Uh, making longer videos. We're gonna get to that. Okay. Let's see. Spending so much time editing and takes a lot of time to make thumbnails. Everything requires so much time. Okay. Let's get to this. From this point on, I am going to solve your thumbnail nightmares. Go get Chat GPT. Please. ChatGPT. Chat GPT. What you're gonna do is first you're gonna go to vidIQ, right? You're gonna put in the create section what what you want your video to be about, or pick one of the trending topics that they have. They're gonna give you a title. You're gonna bring that title over to ChatGPT. So again, I want to see because I want y'all to have a personal assistant like I got. Bigger, I need help. Oh shoot! What turned the value now?
You got it. A huge salute to everyone in the chat, holding it down and keeping the energy strong. Thanks for being part of the community.
All right, big up. We got Rockin' Amy in the chat, and she needs help with thumbnails. Can you make her a thumbnail real quick for me, please?
Absolutely. What kind of thumbnail does Rockin' Amy need? If you can give me the topic or title and any specific style or elements she wants, I'll whip up something awesome for her.
Okay. We need a 16:9 high definition, high ranking thumbnail. And her title is Getting Over YouTube Fear.
Got it. I'll create a vibrant 16:9 HD thumbnail with the title Getting Over YouTube Fear in bold, eye-catching letters. I'll make sure it's designed to stand out and attract clicks. Give me a moment.
So I'm just waiting for your thumbnail. While Bigger is designing your thumbnail, I'm just showing y'all this is what the title for this is exactly what I did. And they came and they produced the thumbnail.
Exactly. Are clear? The thumbnail can be... I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble responding right now. Please wait a bit and try again.
Okay. Do me a favor. Oh, hold on, let me type it in. 16 by 9 thumbnail titled Scared of YouTube. Hold on. Let me see. Hopefully y'all can see this. Now I just typed it in, right? Amy, I hope you're still there. This is creating your thumbnail for you. And while it creates your thumbnail, right? While it's sitting there creating your thumbnail, what I normally do is I'll say, well, listen, off that thumbnail, please give me a high-ranking description filled with SEO words and keywords so that I can rank, so that this video can rank high. And then I copy and paste it. This so I don't know if y'all can see this. Oh, but hold on. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I could pull this on the screen real quick so y'all can see firsthand. Oh no. No. I'm just trying to add it to the screen real quick. Oh, here we go, right here. So all right. Should be here in a few seconds. All right, here we go. Let me. And is that easy, that quick, that fast? I ain't, all you do is tell Chat GPT what you want, and then they do the rest. So that'll take away, that'll save y'all so much time. It saves you a tremendous amount of time. When you got something else that's making thumbnails for you, now you can put your time and energy into something else. I'll also show y'all how to work and finesse Canva. I'll show you how to use vidIQ to get your videos ranking higher. Because my thing is, like I heard you say, you doing editing, right? You editing and trying to. So evidently, you are very subconscious about the material that you're putting out, right? Which is phenomenal. How can I make sure I say this? Sometimes you got to use the KISS method. KISS stands for keep it simple. And I don't want to call you stupid, but it is basically the simpler you make things, it makes it easier to relay or to teach to someone else. Now editing super duper. What you want to do is, again, run your titles through vidIQ and see how your titles rank. See how your thumbnail is ranking. They'll let you know. It's a section in there. And matter of fact, the next live, that's what I'll do. I'll do vidIQ live for y'all, and I'll take y'all through the free version of vidIQ so that y'all can get much help as possible. Okay, so I do cooking videos. So I need editing and bring them all together. Super duper. Again, once you're out there cooking and you know, entertaining your audience and so on and so forth, a lot of times, especially if you're doing a live and you're cooking, just my for me personally, I'm just thinking, right? If I do a live, the chances of me going back to edit something out of that live, I'm only going to edit something out of the live that could have got me copywritten, or you know, it'll put up telling me that, you know, that material I can't get paid on. So yeah, I would edit that out. Other than that, that's the purpose of going live. That I'm able to make those type of mistakes and kind of recoup during the live. Now when you're doing videos, like a pre-recorded video, and then you drop it and you're following your chat live, I don't edit my live streams, only my longer recipes that are too long for live stream. Okay, that makes sense. Figure. Salute. Appreciate you. Man, we definitely appreciate y'all. So do me a favor, y'all, because I've been up here an hour. I need each and every one of y'all, right, to please comment after the live. Like if you don't have a shoot. Let me go see if I could hand out these wrenches real quick. If you don't have a wrench or whatsoever, let me find this video. Okay, here we go. No. Okay, here we go. Couldn't find it at first, but bam. All right, but anyway, so that y'all can really, you know, find y'all some good teammates, some loyal supporters, people that are locked in and really willing to help each other grow. Comment after the video. The people that you see commenting, engage with them. Chances are those people are the ones that's gonna sit down and watch your videos. They're gonna come to your chats. You're gonna gain some good family members. I met 99.9% of y'all through because y'all commented on somebody else's video. I found you and introduced myself and Candy alive and kept it moving. But yeah, so please, and Amy, we're gonna be over there for some of them delicious recipes. Monique, appreciate you for definitely holding me down. Uh, Quiet Storm. Who else? Lisa Bell, Ladies Vitok, Crystal's Well, Fatima, uh, Fishing with Domingo, Alana, Elevated, Rising Phoenix, and the behind the scenes person that's holding me down. My wife, appreciate you so much for holding me down as much as you do. But yeah, do me a favor, hit the like button. Just know that after you do a live stream, the game doesn't stop. That's where it begins. So after this live stream, you're gonna see me comment, and you're gonna see me start holding full blown conversations in the comment section of the lives. Believe me, it works. Okay. Let me see. Yep, that's it. Let me get to this. Oh, I don't know what happened, but I thought the Knicks was gonna win. Oh, whoops. Anyway, thank y'all for popping in, coming through, spending some time with me, so on and so forth. Like I said, the next video, I'm gonna do my best to do. I'm gonna do vidIQ live with y'all, so that we could I could just teach y'all how to get your videos ranked with the bigger channels. Play out.